Hello and welcome. So for the whole of 2020, I am doing a no buy / low buy. Now this is going to be my update for February. We're going to talk about how much money I made, how much I spent, and what I spent all my money on. And February, I spent quite a lot, but we'll get into that in a little bit. All the new things that came into my life, whether I purchased them myself, they were gifts or hand-me-downs from other people. All of the products I used up during the month of February, as well as how much I was able to declutter. So yeah, I'm going to jump straight in. I did want to say, if you are doing this challenge of a low buy or no buy or some kind of limiting of your shopping and spending habits, please let me know how you're going in the comments below. This is why I create the videos, is to have like a little small community of people and feel like I have comrades when doing these kind of challenges. And yeah, I love to hear where you're at. You know, what are some of the struggles you're having, or what are the sort of any setbacks you might have had, but also what are like the things that are being like big successes, or that you feel like you are really like achieving, and you're yeah, you feel good about the effort that you're putting in and things like that. So if you feel comfortable, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea to comment, and I do also just appreciate people who are watching the videos and giving them thumbs up, but if you feel up for it, let me know how you're doing in the comments below. And especially a big thank you to all those people who do consistently check in. I really appreciate it. So anyway, let's jump in. First is all the items I have used up in the month. So this one is just like a body moisturizer. Didn't particularly like it, but didn't want to waste it, so I've slowly been working my way through it, and now it is finished, so I'm very happy about that. The next is this, which is just some rosehip oil, which I use to create my own face moisturizer, and this is just the stock bottle, so I still have a little bit left in the bottle I use every day. And then we have this, which is just like, or I don't know, just iron supplements. I don't take it regularly, just when I feel like I need a boost, and this month I was pretty unwell, so I ended up using up the bottle in that time. The next is this teeny weeny little red pencil. I know it's a bit random, but I said I would share all the things that I use up during the month, and that does include stationery, and it's gotten to the point where I can't sharpen it anymore, and although it's cute, it is no longer practical, so I finished with this. All the new things that came into my life. The first is this one, which is like a low waste or zero waste alternative for toothpaste. It's a tooth powder, and I still haven't finished the one that I'm working my way through, but I did pick this up because I was in Brisbane at and I was near a store called BioMe, which is like a low waste and eco-friendly store, and I wanted to give a tooth powder a go or try. If I like it, I might find a recipe to create my own, but I just wanted to try this one first. The next is this product. It is a Delicates wash bag. I've wanted one for such a long time, but it's one of those items that every time I was out, I always forgot to pick up. It just would always slip my mind, but I finally remembered, and yeah, I'm very happy with it. It's yeah, it's pretty much just to prolong the life and quality of my bras, but also my tights, because when I put them in the wash, they kind of get stretched and pulled and tangled around all the rest of my washing. And I don't want to do a separate wash for my Delicates, because I just think that's wasteful, and I'd rather just do one wash because I'm actually quite a lazy person. So I thought this would be like a nice in-between to protect my delicate items, and yeah, hopefully prolong the life and quality of them. I'm very excited, or I get very happy about anything that helps to protect and look after the longevity and quality of things I already have, because I want to make them last. And yeah, it was only like $2.80, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 other items. I'm going to talk about them in kind of a discreet way, because I know it's not everyone's cup of tea and it might be too much information for some people, but I am trying to be very transparent with everything that comes into my life. So it was February. I'm a young single lady in her 20s, and there's quite big sales that happen on these particular products around Valentine's Day, and so yeah, they are items I have been wanting to get for some time, and because there were big sales, I felt like I could finally splurge on the money, because they are sort of high ticket items. They are good quality brands that I went for. So the first 2 bottom boxes are from a company called Lilo, and the top one is from a company called Jimmy Jane. Now these are pleasure products is the subtle title I'm going to use for them. And yeah, I mean, to a degree, maybe they break my no buy, but I also feel like they're such an investment in my health as well as my self-care and self-love, and they are good quality items as well, so hopefully they will last for a very long time. And I'm happy to talk about these kind of things more, but I think I'd rather make a separate video so people can choose whether or not they want to know that information. And yeah, let me know if you are interested in these kind of videos. Let me know in the comments below. But I'm very happy with them. I'm excited that I was able to get so much off. Like, I think this one was like 30% off or 40% off, and then the one was like this one was 50% off. So it was, yeah, pretty good sales, and they are expensive items just in general. So anyway, let's move on to all the items I decluttered. Yeah, I hope that makes sense to why I'm just being kind of aloof. I'm sure most people know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to bring content to someone that didn't actually click on this video to watch that. So we're just gonna subtly mention those things and move on. So the next thing is how much I decluttered throughout the month. So in total, I decluttered 55 items. Now, that is quite a lot, and that's mostly to do with the fact that I did a big decluttering of my wardrobe. I actually filmed it, so if you want, you can look at that video. So yeah, it's in total of 55 items. So I also went through stationery, a few other items as well, a few other categories as well. And out of the 55, I've already rehomed 38 of them, and I have 17 items that I'm kind of waiting to see if someone else wants, but if not, I will just take them to a charity store. But yeah, 38 of them have already gone to other people in my life who are hopefully using them and getting enjoyment out of the items that I no longer need to use. So let's talk about the money, which is either a big goal for someone who's attempting a no buy, low buy, and also an excellent side effect if that isn't your main focus. So in the month of February, I made a total of $5,111.31. I spent $3,059.55. So I spent a lot this month compared to last month. Last month I spent like $1,130. This month I spent $3,059.55. But we're going to talk about why and how, and you know, I'm not mad about my spending because it was actually necessities or also just a positive thing, but we'll get into it. First thing is my car. I spent $145.63 on gas. This was less than what I usually would spend because I was sick for 10 days. It means I had to cancel a bunch of work and wasn't driving to work. So that should be more around the $200 mark. The next is sort of a surprise expense, but not so surprising because I knew it would come up at some point, but I had to pay out for new tires on my car this month. So I spent $398.90 on brand new tires. So that's just a necessity. Like, it's against the law in Australia to have really bold tires. You have to have a certain amount of tread. So it is what it is. The next thing is all of the things that I showed you that I purchased this month. So I spent a total of $416.40. So this toothpaste was $13, the bag was $2.80. The black boxes from Lilo, I spent a total of $311. And then the top box from Jimmy Jane was, I think it was $89.90, I believe. So that was the total of everything, and like I said, these are like high ticket items, so obviously most of my spending for things was on those items. Experiences, I spent $90.15 on experiences. Now $16 was for entry into an art gallery in Brisbane, $29 was to go to the movies with my friend. However, I think I bought her ticket, which is why it's $29, because usually the movies is not that expensive. I spent $45.40 on a concert gig. I went to a band in Byron Bay called Ala Lass, and I had an awesome night and danced the night away, so that was really fun. And then my pussycat, she cost me quite a bit this month. It was $77.99, but this was because I bulked up, or not bulked up, I stocked up on cat litter. There was a sale and I had a coupon, so I saved about $20 something by buying so much at once. But I spent $54 on cat litter, and then every 10 days I have to spend about $8 on her cat food. So, you know, pets cost a bit of money. She's pretty low cost compared to a lot of other pets. So anyway, the next thing is lazy eating out. So I have two categories with eating out. One is with friends and it's intentional and it's fun, and one is laziness, which is just getting takeaways when I can't be bothered to cook or I forget to bring my lunch to work. So I spent a total of $66.80, which is an improvement from last month where I spent just over $100. So I did make an extra effort, and yeah, it pays off. I can see that. So yeah, I want to keep working on that and bring that lazy eating out category down to 0, hopefully. The next was eating out with friends, which I also did a really good job of improving on, because in the month of January, I just excessively ate out with people, and I really wanted to limit it, not because I'm trying to like be mean on myself, but more that when you limit like nice experiences or eating out with people and stuff like that, it makes it more more special and more rewarding. So I spent a total of $98.11 on eating out, compared to last month where I spent nearly $250. So I was very happy with that. Yeah, and I ate out about 4 or 5 times, which is so much better than what it was the month before. The next is groceries, where I spent $165.58, which is pretty much the same as what I spent last month. Now for the main expenses. Well, first, my phone, I spent $25 on credit, which I own my phone outright, so it was just to make sure I can call and use the internet and things. And then my 2 main things or areas where money went to. So the first is I gifted, let's call her my little sister. She's not by blood, but she is by love. For her 18th birthday, I gave her $1,000, and I usually probably wouldn't necessarily give someone that much money for a birthday, but her laptop broke. She's in her final year of school. She had to buy a brand new one, and, well, not brand new one, she got a secondhand one, but she had to spend all her savings to get a laptop that she needed for her studies, and she'd been saving to buy an amp for her music, and she is an incredible musician, and I just really love supporting young people who are following their passions and their hobbies, and they're working hard at it, and this amp costs about $1,000, so that's why I gave her that much money. And yes, it is a lot of money, but that's why I save, you know. I save, yes, to do nice things for myself and go traveling and things like that, but also just to like help out a friend, or yeah, be supportive to someone's passions or hobbies or things that they're trying to pursue. And especially I believe in supporting young people so much, and yeah, in whatever way I can. And you know, I think it's so nice as well to give to people that are directly in your community, and that you can see the benefit of that. So anyway, that was where $1,000 went. And then I spent the rest of my money on this guy, on my laptop. So I recently, ironically, made a video called like 10 things I haven't upgraded in the last 5 years, which you can go check out. And my laptop was a big feature of that. And I have had it for about 7 years, and then randomly when I was sick it just died, which made me sad because I wanted to just laze around in bed and watch movies, but I couldn't because I didn't have a laptop. But anyway, I took it to my local techie, to the computer service people in my area, and yeah, they just the main issue was that the battery had died, so they just gave me a new battery. They were shocked to the fact that the battery I had in here, because it's, you know, been going for 7 years, was still working for as long as it did, because that's not the life expectancy for a normal battery. And then while they were putting the new battery in, I said, well, is there anything else I can do to assist this computer to last longer? Like, what are any upgrades I could do, or little things we could do to the hardware to do that? And he suggested putting in a solid state drive, so I went from a 500 gigabyte to a 1 terabyte hard drive, which has insanely sped up the speed of this laptop, which is so good. And yeah, I'm very happy with it, you know, including labor, a data transfer. It was like $575. It isn't cheap, but I am so happy I didn't have to buy a new one, because I had people that I went to, like, go to the specialists in your area. They're specialists for a reason. They know what they're talking about. And yeah, if you can put in a bit more money into your old laptop, you know, it's so much better to like keep that going and lasting longer, and it is actually cheaper in the long run. I mean, there are moments where there might be like a whole screen replacement, things that can get really expensive, and I do understand in those moments where it's going to cost like a ridiculous amount of money just to go buy a new thing. But when it's not that much expensive, like, yeah, just invest in what you already have is just like my life motto at the moment. So anyway, that is everything I have to say, and I hope that you are having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!